I think this year's going to turn out to be probably one of the better years for Xbox. Now, whether or not that's going to be something that, breaks down to us getting exclusives or not, I mean, that's debatable with rumors that, stuff like Fable and Gears of War E-Day might launch day and date on PlayStation. So we never really know what to expect. As Xbox fans, things are constantly in flux, constantly changing, and that's an unfortunate thing. I mean, that's kind of a weird thing to kind of live with, and that's a weird way to kind of experience things as fans of Xbox. I have to admit, it's a little bit heartbreaking on one hand and bittersweet because we were all expecting to get these massive exclusive games. We really thought we were going to get these games and stuff. It's crazy to look at it and look back at it right now, but we thought we'd be rolling in them. And we're going to be rolling in first party games. But, whether or not they're exclusive, that's another story. I can understand why some people would be mad, especially if you were, like me and, bought a Series X based on, certain things or whatever. But, again, we'll see what happens. I feel like there's still some good stuff coming to Xbox, and that is an exciting prospect, to say the least. What's up, everybody? I'm Crap Gamer. This is Crap Gamer Reviews with another video. Thank you so much for checking it out. I really do appreciate it. Please like, share, subscribe. I would appreciate that as well. It helps out the channel, and I do daily gaming content. So if you're looking for some cool stuff, even better. So yeah, again, I really do think that we are on to better times for Xbox, and I think we are on. Obviously the games I feel are getting better. At least like so far what I've been able to play. I have high hopes for what they're going to release this year. But very interestingly enough, we kind of have an idea of how probably the best game that Xbox has put out in a very long time has performed. And according to Microsoft, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle has been played by over 4 million players, according to them. So they confirmed that the game, whether or not that's a hit or not, I don't really know. But the title was released on December 9th, and it's been available with Game Pass since launch, and the game has been well received by critics, earning a score of 86 Metacritic on console and 87 on PC. Like I said, for Metacritic, Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella touched on the game's early performance during the company's second quarter earnings call. He says, "We saw rave reviews for Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, which has already been played by more than 4 million players. The single-player first-person game is set in 1937 between the events of Raiders of the Lost Ark and The Last Crusade film. It sees players embark on a globe-trotting adventure to stop sinister forces from uncovering and harnessing an ancient power connected to the Great Circle. Developer Machine Games is currently working on story DLC for the game called The Order of the Giants and will launch in 2025, as well as the PlayStation 5 version of it, which will be released this spring. The boss of Lucasfilm Games also recently said it would be super interesting to tell more stories of Indiana Jones." So yeah, I really, really love this game. Probably my favorite game in a very long time. I like Indiana Jones. I didn't like the last two movies, but the original movies I thought were fantastic and so well done. And when I look at kind of what's happening with this, I think, okay, 4 million players, almost 2 months. I don't know. I kind of wish that more people would have been able to play it, but again, maybe Indiana Jones just isn't that popular these days. I'm not really sure. Like, I like Indiana Jones. I think Indiana Jones is great. They really nailed the aesthetic, the character, the voice acting. It's all just really well done. And there's different ways you can tackle the game, which I thought was very much cool. And, the way that they kind of do it, you could do like stealth. You could do, you could do, whatever you want to do. And I think that's really cool. I did a lot of, I'm not real big on stealth, but, I did do a lot of kind of just go kicking the crap out of people. And, that was kind of a lot of fun for me to go and do that. Some stealth here and there. But I'm glad that it wasn't like some super where you have to be stealthy or anything like that. Yeah, there wasn't really anything like that to be had, but I still had like such a good time with it, and I thought they really kind of nailed the motif or whatever. And that game is just something that as a fan you kind of look at and you go, that's really some good fan service. It could have went either way. Like that could have went south very easily if you think about it, because we didn't know what to expect. They could have done anything, but the fact that they stayed tried and true to Indiana Jones really, to me, showcases that they knew what the fans would want to see, and that they know exactly what what gamers are really excited about. And again, that's just really something that I get happy about, because I didn't know what to expect. Like, honestly, what to expect. Like, they were saying, oh, it's for modern audiences or whatever, and a lot of times when you see stuff like that, you're not really sure what to come from it. You know what I mean? But they really nailed it. I thought it was such a fun game to play through, and honestly, it's one of those games, and this is rare to happen these days, but I just felt like it was a game that I couldn't wait to get into and play. And that's exactly what I have been, excited about ever since. I can't wait to get in and play the DLC. It should be a very fun, thing to go into and play. And, it does feel like Microsoft has some good stuff finally on the horizon. We'll have to see how stuff like Avowed is viewed and things like that. But, anything can happen. Anything can happen. Maybe that game sucks. I don't know. We'll have to see. I know you guys probably had have some very interesting thoughts on some of this stuff, but for me anyway, like I said, 4 million, not bad. I mean, I'm from the kind of day and age where you look at some of these things, and to me, I'm going 4 million. Like, if that was sales, it would be okay. If they're happy with 4 million, I guess it's okay. But it's like Indiana Jones. This is such a big IP for me, in my opinion, anyway. And the fact of the matter is really maybe that's not much. I don't know. Hopefully, it's enough to get more. I'd love to get more Indiana Jones down the line for sure. And I feel like Microsoft is trying to do something that maybe hasn't done before, and is it going to work out? Look, I don't know. Anything can happen, but I would love to see more Indiana Jones. I would love to see Microsoft tackle these types of things more often in the future. That's an exciting prospect for me, where hey, anything can happen with them getting some licenses and things. Like, we know they have Blade, and we know they have Indiana Jones, and I would absolutely love to see them take more risk with stuff like that in the future, because I think we're all kind of here for that. We're all kind of waiting to see how all this stuff kind of turns out, how Microsoft's plans turn out, if this is stuff that will lead to Xbox doing good things again. Like I said, I'm not really sure. We'll see how that kind of works long term or whatever, and if Microsoft can do something to win some fans back to the platform. I can understand why some fans have been kind of turned off by what Microsoft is doing, and I can't blame you. To be quite honest, I couldn't blame you at all. So, we'll see how this stuff all works out. Microsoft has a lot of work to do to show people, what they want and kind of win people over. I hope that that's what they do. But, again, I don't really understand, everything that they're doing. And maybe I'm not supposed to. I'm not sure. So, maybe you guys can do a better job of explaining it to me in the comments, because like I said, I'm salty about this stuff. It's like we finally get games and we never even got to see if we would, how exclusives would affect Xbox. And there was like some lies in between there as well, which I'll never forget. You know what I mean? It's like, I get it, they're businesses, they're gonna lie, but man, did Microsoft lie to us time and time again. So let me know what you guys think. I appreciate it. Rack them up Fact 'em up, Crap Gamer 'em up. If you guys do enjoy the content, like I mentioned earlier, please like the video, share it out, and even consider subscribing. Thanks for watching. Crap Gamer, out.